Hello everyone, my name is Ross and welcome back to Hypixel Skyblock Ironman, part 29. And today, we're continuing with dungeons. So I said last time that I'm just going to keep going and doing the floor ones. And that's what I'm going to be doing, just carrying on. And it's just going to be little clips that you see every now and then, like of, maybe like a rare drop that I get, or like probably another Bonzo mask, because you'll see what's happened, because I've already done a few runs since last episode. I'll show you some things in a sec. But before we get into that, if you do find yourself enjoying it, any point, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we'll get straight in now. So if you remember last time, I think I got to 20 floor 1 runs. And if I go to me collection now, you'll see I'm at 29. So I've only done a few more since last time. If you missed it last time, my rule is that I need to get 100 runs before I move on to the next floor. So, I need to be doing a lot of runs, basically. So, I'm not going to be showing you all 100, obviously, because that would get very boring and very repetitive very quick. But I'm just going to be showing you, like, little things that happen. So, like, I got 2 Bonzo masks last time, and then, I got a couple, like, books and stuff, Nothing special has happened, really, yet. But hopefully we'll get some, like, recoms and, like, Bonzo stuff is the main thing that I want. Just so I'm done with the floor, then. Like, I don't really need to come back to it once I get a Bonzo staff, really, So, yeah. I said before there was something I was going to show you, and it's down here in Croesus. So these are the runs I've done in the past couple of days. So, yeah, if you remember last time, I got 2 Bonzo masks. I obviously opened one, but then I just, I left the other one because I didn't need it. But, yeah, as you can see, this one was opened a day ago. So, like, it's Sunday at the moment, and you saw that video on Saturday. But I played on Friday, so, it's obviously, like, the time's gone by. So this is one that I skipped again, and it's another Bonzo mask. So that's 3rd Bonzo mask. And then I was playing today, and of course I drop another Bonzo mask. So that's 4 Bonzo masks I've dropped. And if you don't know, they're like a 2% drop chance, I think, 3% drop chance maybe. So as you can see there, 2.8% drop chance from floor 1, which is, like, recoms are rarer than... Well, recoms are less rare than Bonzo masks. After 4 Bonzo masks in the time that I've dropped 0 recoms. And, obviously 0 Bonzo staffs. Which I think is a bit annoying because, recoms would be nice. And I don't even know what I'd use them on. But I'd probably just smack them on, like, some armor. I don't even know. Me croppy maybe, because I'm going to be upgrading this. Or, like... I don't know. I'd just be smacking it on something and it would just be nice. Maybe a talisman. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just going to be getting loads of Bonzo masks. I can feel it. I've been just talking a lot. And, I'm going to get straight into the runs again. But before we get into the runs, there's a clip that I want to show you. And, take a look at it. Alright, so I've been doing dungeons a little bit. And I literally did 1 run. This is my first run of the day. And as you can see there, my cat leveled up to level 10. And mage as well, but, that's not that big of a deal because I'm not playing mage. But that's good that I got to level 10 because I can now come over here and take me dragon armor off. And in here I can go to convert to dungeon item. And then 70 dragon essence it costs, but it turns it into a legendary dungeon chestplate, which means I get extra stats in dungeons. And it's actually going to start protecting me and stuff a lot more while I'm in dungeons. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. Hope I can afford this. Yeah, okay, I can. So I could put stars in them, but I don't really have much dragon essence, I don't think. Okay, I might try and put like 1 or 2 stars on. I may as well, so yeah, look at that. Legendary dungeon chestplate. We're fully dungeon gear now. Like, everything's got dungeon on it. It's like dungeon helmet, dungeon chestplate, dungeon leggings, and dungeon boots. I also put some stars on my Bonzo mask. And there we go, that's 5 star. And the stars just give it extra stats. But yeah, I got that done, so I'm gonna try it out now and see how it goes. So as you just saw, I got me dragon chestplate and dragon boots dungeonized and put some stars on it as well, and I've been doing a couple of runs. I think I've done like 4 runs and I can feel a difference. Like, my survivability is just so much better. My damage has gone up very, very slightly, but the survivability is like, the main thing, and it's really nice. I'm still taking a lot of damage, but that's because they don't have like rejuve on them, or like, I'm really looking forward to getting like Shadow Assassin or like a proper dungeon set that's like gonna actually protect me and make me do a lot of damage inside and outside dungeons. But obviously, I've got to do That's 400 runs away. Oh my god. I've just realised it's a lot of... I've got to do 400 runs before I can even think about going to floor 5. That's quite a few runs, but you know, it's me rules that I've got. It's a challenge I'm setting, so whatever. It's just what I've got to do. But apart from that, everything else is pretty much the same, I think. This is a setup that I've got, just me end armor, me Bonzo mask, and then skeleton soldier leggings, and then, you know, rogue sword, wonder healing, radiant power orb, and then me super cleaver, which I can't upgrade yet because I need to do more floors. So I'm just gonna get into the runs. Just, you know, I'm hoping to try and get to 50 maybe today, or like, you know, in this video. All right, so it's been about 10 or 12 runs since last time, last clip, and I'm gonna do a little like show of what I've got. Okay, so it's been 10. I can actually see right there. It's 10. And I haven't looked at any of these chests because I've just been like when it pops up with like this, I just immediately go in, or like, you know, because I had to transfer the party to this other guy. You could just do the same, so you know, whatever. But yeah, hopefully there's something nice in here for us. But first run, there's nothing. I'm not really gonna spend money on chests like that I don't need. Like, you know, hot potato book for 20k. I can just farm for that. I don't need that, so I'm not gonna buy that because I just think that's a little bit of a waste. But nothing in this chest. Nothing in here. A brush for 80k. That's not too bad. Yeah, I'll buy this brush for 80k. Because I'm gonna need them eventually for like armor and stuff anyway. There's another one there for 80k, so I'll buy that as well. But like a brooch for 200k, I'm not buying that. Another brooch. Nothing in this one. Another brooch. A brooch for 40k. And finally, nothing in this one, okay. So yeah, still looking for Bonzo stuff and recoms. But yeah, you know, it's going alright. It's quite slow, and you know, believe it or not, I am actually carrying most of these runs. Like, I'm blood rushing all the time, and you know, there's barely anyone joining with like good things. Occasionally you get someone with like Juju and like Shadow Assassin, but then normally they'll leave after a couple of runs, and I'm not really sure how I can prove that I'm carrying, but like I showed me yeah, you can see these are my stats on one of the runs. Now I did only do 3 secrets because it's Paul. You don't need to do secrets really. You can just, if you clear everything and you don't get many deaths, you'll get S+. So that's why I've got only 3 secrets. But look at me damage, 4.3 mil, 140 kills, enemy kills. So you know, I'm blood rushing, and then I get there pretty quick, I think. Since it's a 4-minute run, which isn't too bad. And you know, I think these stats are alright. Yeah, like I don't really know what's good or bad stats for floor 1 because it's floor 1. You don't really need to do that much damage, but you know, I'm gonna keep going, trying to get to 50, which is only like 15 away, which isn't too bad. It's 13 runs away from 50, and then we're halfway to being able to do floor 2. You know, hopefully I can get a Bonzo staff in that time, because then I won't have to come back to the floor like ever really until I go for like diamond head or something. Which, you know, that's gonna be a bit more in the future. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to them now. Okay, so I've reached a little bit of a milestone in my collection. As you can see there, 50 out of 50 on the Bonzo 2, which means I'm halfway to me goal that I wanted to do. And I wanted to get to 50 runs like this episode, because then I could leave it like, you know, leave it a second before I come back to it, because Paul's ended now. So it was actually, it's Marina and Diaz. Okay, so, you know, I don't think I'm going to be doing any of them because I don't really feel like fishing. And there's something else I don't want to get into when I'll speak to you about in a bit. But yeah, before I get into that, I'm just going to open the chests that I got and like show you something that happened. As you may know, I've already got, I think it's 4 at this point, 4 or 5 Bonzo masks that I've dropped. Okay, just a look. I'm at 4 Bonzo masks so far, including the one that I bought myself. So I've dropped this one, and then I've obviously, like, you know, dropped some more that I just haven't done. I am going to turn this sound off though, because it was, while I was just listening to it then, it was getting really annoying. I'm going to get it done. So most of these I haven't looked at. Like the occasional one I'll just look at when like the party's like downtime or whatever. But you know, most of them I haven't looked at them. Yeah, starting off with this one. Necromancer's Brooch for 250k. I'll get the free rejuve. You know, I'll take it. I'll be serious. That's number 5. Necromancer's Brooch for 50k. Oh my god. 5 Bonzo masks in the space of 0 Bonzo staffs. Like, I know the staffs are rarer, but these are 2% drop chance. I think I've explained that already. Like, are we messing? I've got a bunch of Necromancer brooches ready, so I'll just stick with the free chests. I'm not going to buy them anymore. I think I've got like 5 or 6. So, you know, I don't need them anymore. Bunch of nothing, just a bunch of books. Look at that. Like, not even anything, like, you know, I don't know. Oh, RNG meter rewards. Yeah, I remember this. I remember hearing the sound, and I actually thought I was going to get a staff because I forgot that I took it off and put it on recon. That's nice. That's expensive though. 5.2 mil. I can't afford it, but I am going to be broke. Okay, that's nice, actually. Of course I'm going to buy it, yeah, you know. I'm looking at the chests, like, they've got a chance. I'll come back to that. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Look at that. 3 Necromancer's brooches in 1 run. Interesting. I'm not going to buy them though because, like I said, balloon. Oh no, not red nose. I think that's not good because it goes for like, it's like literally 2 coins on the bazaar, so I'm guessing it's not good. But I keep seeing the balloon snake pop up, and I'm not sure whether I should be buying it or not. I think you can put it in the museum, so maybe I'll just buy one for a museum. But yeah, just a bunch of books here still. And then a free Necromancer's Brooch. That's not bad. Yeah, sure. But I can also go collection Bonzo, and I can get a free Bonzo mask. Yes, that's technically 6 Bonzo's masks. I know this one's obviously like guaranteed, but like, you know, I'm counting it. You know, it's another Bonzo's mask. I'm probably just gonna put this in the museum and leave it there because you know, I've got no other use for it. You can't, like, I can't have them both on and then, like, when this one pops, put that one on. I don't think anyway. I think you can do it with Spirit Mask, or maybe they've patched that, I don't really know. But yeah, the recon armor though, I don't know what to spend this on. Like, I could put it on like a accessory or something, or, you know, get a first legendary accessory or something. Which isn't a bad idea, you know, but I don't know. There's no armor pieces I've got that are in the game already. Like, you know, maybe I could put it on a fermenter or a crappie piece. Actually, I'll have to think about that. I'll have to, you know, look into it and see what's like the benefits and everything, and, you know. But yeah, no staff still, and you know, just more Bonzo's masks. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna leave today. We got the 50 runs done, which is nice because that means that I'm halfway to the 100 runs, so I can get into floor 2. But I think I'm gonna wait till Paul comes around again before I keep going, because the runs are kind of like, people aren't very good without Paul. I think there's a lot of deaths, which means a lot of missed S pluses, and you know, S pluses are nice, so I'd rather just get them done with the S pluses instead of just, you know, suffering without them. So, you know, I'm just gonna wait till Paul comes around, basically. So as for next time, I think it's gonna be farming, because there's a reason. Like, I got a comment recently saying, you know, I've got to do more mining, and I do. You know, I want to do nucleus run soon and stuff. You know, so I need to mine for that, obviously. But I don't think I'm gonna do it right now because there's something coming up, and I want to try and get some money for it. So on screen now there'll be a like Discord bot message thing that I used, and that's just showing when the next Scorpius is coming around, or like special mayor, and it's Scorpius in just under 2 weeks, or just over 2 weeks. And you know, I want to take part in it. I want to try and, you know, go to Dark Auction and spend some coins. But like, you know, you saw in that last clip, I'm not the richest, especially now that I've just done that. But you know, I've been farming, and you know, moving forwards, that would be nice to take part in and keep going. You know, keep going with the farming and just make loads of money. So there's some items that I'll get into this next time, like, you know, but like in more detail. But you know, Scorpius can be very expensive, so I'm just gonna be farming this next week. Just, you know, that'll be what it is. It's just farming, and I'll probably do some, like, you know, money per hour and stuff, and just silly stuff like that, just to fill in the video. But you know, most of it's just in preparation for Scorpius. I also forgot to mention about that shard that I ate, like the shards thing that let me drop the shards, and I'll show you what I got from it. So if I do me hunting box, in here I've got the tank zombies, and I've got 9 of them. I think there was another one I dropped, I'm sure I saw. No, maybe not. But I got 9 of them, which isn't too bad, but there's a bunch of other shards in here that I haven't claimed yet. So I'm just gonna siphon them now with this. I know this isn't really dungeons related, but you know, I may as well just smack it in somewhere, you know. So I've got 93 shards across 8 different attributes. I don't know how I've done that, but there we go. That didn't level anything up. Not even tank zombies. Oh, it did. It just wasn't showing because I was in F1. So any of these, this one, the pest look, I remember maxing that out because I've been doing a little bit of farming, and this is like, this sounds pretty good. 20% chance to gain rare loot from pests. You know, I'll take that. That's just extra rare loot. Undead residents, and then garden visitors arrive 3 to 4% faster, which isn't too bad. 4% faster garden visitors. That means, like, is that like a minute off maybe or something? I don't even know. But yeah, we're at 13 out of 174 maxed, which isn't too bad. There's still loads that I need to do though. Like, look at all of them. I've been watching like videos like Zach, he's been doing, and he's just been like doing, like, you know, so many fusions to get like different things. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to it because it's a lot to take in, and I've not the brain power for that, I don't think. So you know, we'll have to see how that goes, but that's something for the future, I think. But yeah, if you did find yourself enjoying it, any points, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.